Hello, welcome in. This is Cheryl with Sew Glue and Cheryl 2. We're going to give it a minute or two. We are in a craft event today, so I'm going to go over to my computer and get myself pulled up so I can see the comments. And Sew Glue and Cheryl 2. We're going to give it a minute or two. There we go. It's always weird hearing yourself. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle myself out. Let that catch up with everything, and we're going to give it a minute. We are in a craft event today with Craft Events by Julie, and so we're just going to wait until I can see that she jumps on and lets me know that I am shared in and ready to go. We're a couple minutes early. I've loved having the opportunity to kind of get myself shared in and get my comments up so I can see. And then when we're ready to go live into the group, she'll share me in and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So hopefully, if you'll bear with me for a minute or two, we're just gonna give it a minute to let people come in, and then Julie's gonna share me into the group, and we'll get rolling. So hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Hi, Janet. Come in and say hi. Talk to me. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. I hope you're maintaining that greatness, Janet. Sorry. I just love your heart. I'm so glad that you are here. Hi, friend. Yes, now I can see your comments. There's quite a lag, apparently. There is quite a lag. So we're going to give it a minute or so. We are in an event today with Craft Events by Julie. You can join the group. It's a free group, and you can watch all of the crafters that we've had today. And today is Woodland Creatures. Thank you for sharing me out. I appreciate that, Janet. I really do. I'm still lingering in the 600s. I can't seem to get past the 600s, at least the last I checked, on the followers. So I know it's not about quantity, it's about quality, except for the fact that Mr. Facebook disagrees with us. It's all about the quantity because they turn on features. So it's only been, oh, thank you, Julie. Fantastic. I appreciate you sharing me in. I was just chatting about Mr. Facebook and the number of followers that they require for you to start having some of the capabilities when you've never had a page before. So they only just recently gave me the capability of getting stars. So I was super stoked about that. I don't know how to use them. I don't expect you to use them, but yeah. You're not so hot because your sinuses are bothering you today. Okay, Janet, we got you on the prayer list, sister. Okay. I'll write you down. We have several today, so okay, so we are in an event today with Craft Events by Julie. The title of the event is called Woodland Creatures. So everybody today has pulled something out to do that has to do with woodland creatures, and it's been pretty amazing to see the creative aspect of the woodland creatures. So we started out this morning at 10 Central with Wreck-It Ralph, crafting with Ralph, and then Linda at Perlin Creations by Linda Johnson. At 12 Central was Sybil with Sib's Crafty Shack. And then we had Michelle at 1 p.m. Central Time. It's Pretty Pieces by Michelle. After that, we had Cindy at Cindy's Craft Sensations. And then just before me was Pauline with PS Creations and Crafts. And then I am now, after me is Carla with Carla's Bayou Creations. And then we have Teresa with Teresa L Creations. a newly added person just joined us, Kathy with CC Redesigns, and so she'll be on at 8 p.m. Central. So make sure you stay through and support all of our crafters today. Hi, Tasha. It's good to see you, friend. And you know what? I don't know if Facebook will let me do this. This may be a function that I can't do yet because I don't have enough followers. I don't know. I know they give you things, they take things away. Who knows? But anyway, so I pulled a Michelle Kaser from Pretty Pieces by Michelle. I was perusing Pinterest, and I found this fun little wood crafty craft with owls. And so I happen to have, if anybody had seen one of my other activities where I did the birds, the birdhouse, I have some extra wood that my husband so generously leaves after a job that he does with his customers. Hi, Sib. You're driving to go get the baby in the car. Yay! All right. We're keeping you guys in our prayers. Hope everything goes smoothly. So all I did was I have 3 boards. I cut them 3 different sizes. I don't remember the sizes. Let me see. Do I have my... Oh, I do have my... Okay. So I'll tell you what I cut the board at its tallest point. This one is 7 3/4. This one is 6. And then this one is 5. So you can see if you stand them up right next to each other, they're different heights. But I did 3s because the law averages with decor. I guess you're supposed to do 3s. So I wanted to make these fun little, these cute little owls. And these owls kind of look like they're a little distressed in the picture. I'm not trying to copy this directly because I don't know who the artist is, so I can't give the artist any credit for it because there was no name on the photo. Sometimes Pinterest does that, sometimes it doesn't. But what I'd like to do, and I did a little pre-work so everybody sees that I painted them with the plaster colored Waverly chalk paint. So I did a little pre-work while I was watching the other crafters, is painting these in advance because it's no fun to sit there and struggle. And I was trying to do that with my other birdhouse, so I learned a little bit of a lesson. Julie needs to step away no worries, go finish your dinner. So I thought I would try. I've seen other crafters do it, and I may need a little help, is using wax. Now this was just a votive candle that I don't remember. It came on something that somebody crafted, and it was a little gift for a baby shower is what it was. But I took the wick out of it, and then I'm like, I've seen people use wax to wax a surface and then be able to kind of put another layer of paint on, let it dry, and then you scrape off the wax. So I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know if this candle will work or not, but we are going to try it. So base coat paint was of the plaster color of Waverly wax, or Waverly chalk paint. And then I'm going to try to wax. Let me see if I can. It looks like the wax is going on. Question is whether the wax will come off. So I guess you try to put it on pretty thick. We're going to try it. We're going to see. If not, you know what? I always have that other, the bottle of glue from the Dollar Tree that did success. It just took a little bit to get it all crackled, but it did crackle after I and I think you got to have a pretty soft candle. I don't know if this candle is soft enough or not, but so I'm going to do that on the surface of each one of these. If it works, then I'll do it on the back side. But we're going to see, and I think I'm going to do different colors on each of the owls, because yeah, I'm a colorful girl and I like color. Okay, so that one seems to be covered. It just takes a hot minute and a little bit of muscle to get the wax. You love the owls? Yeah, thank you. I found several ideas, and I couldn't choose. So I pulled the other project out too. So guess what? On Wednesday, when we're celebrating yours and Reese's birthdays, I know your birthday was last Thursday, so happy birthday, but I think we're actually going to celebrate on Wednesday with a full lineup of crafters on Wednesday. So, okay. So I think I've managed. We'll see if it scrapes off. Okay. So I have the Waverly chalk paint pool color. This was a Christmas gift to myself, because, you know, my husband was very generous and bought me a scroll saw, and that was not cheap. So I had a little bit of birthday money and a Christmas gift card. So I went to Walmart and I spent a little bit buying some paint, because I really like the chalk paint. So I think the way I understand it is, oh, I like that color. So I'll show you guys the color a little bit better when I get. Okay, so I'm just going over the wax. Hopefully it'll kind of do a chippy. That's what the goal is. That's what I'm aiming for, is like a chippy. Okay. I don't think I can. I think you have to let it air dry, because if technically you use the heat tool and dry it, it'll melt the wax, right? I'm assuming. Okay. So that is, and I'll show you, because I got to put the cover on the lid on the. Okay, so isn't that pretty? I love that blue color. That's a very nice, pretty blue. And that is Waverly chalk paint pool, like the swimming pool. Okay, so I think hopefully we can let that dry. Let's see. I have just a small, I didn't know this, but a win for, so if you don't use tons of chalk paint, so they have this is 8 ounces, and it's 7, I think if you rounded it up in solid dollars, it's like 8. And these were like half price, and they're like baby versions of bottles, and it is a 2 fluid ounce, and it was really cheap. It was like $1.99 or something, super cheap, or 2 something maybe, but it wasn't really expensive. So I grabbed a couple of those in the colors. I wasn't entirely sure whether I'd like the color or not. So let's see, we're gonna, okay. You've seen people use the heat tool even with the wax? Okay. All right. Let me get, okay. So note to self, this yellow, even though it's mixed up, it's kind of translucent. Has anybody run into that with the yellow chalk paint? And this color is, what color? Oh, it's on the lid. Maize. But it's almost translucent. I don't know. Maybe it needs more shaken up. I don't know. Hi, Pauline. Beautiful craft. Well, everybody has done a beautiful craft today. It's been very, very creative. Okay, so let's see. Maybe it, I don't know. It's really, it's still a little translucent, but a second coat works great. And I'm making a hot mess. Okay, so they say I can heat it up. So let me move my yellow paint because I don't know if the white will show up or not, but we're going to give it a shot. Okay, I'm going to dry these two. I have the third one, and I think I'll try celery. I had gray out, but I don't think the gray is going to match my colors. So we'll try to dry these real quick and see. We'll see if the chippy works or not. Trying not to put it too close because I don't want to melt the wax. On the cornstarch? Good to know. Yeah, I've taken acrylic paint and added cornstarch to it and made my own chalk paint, but I didn't know you could do that with the Waverly chalk paint. But thank you. That's a great tip. Yeah, I like the celery color too. Actually, I'm really liking all of the Waverly colors. My Walmart doesn't have tons of colors, but they had a lot more of these, the smaller ones, than they did of the bigger ones. So a little bit more of a variety of color. Okay, so that one looks good. Let's see if we can get the yellow. Okay, and all I have is, so this is, if you don't have one of these, these things are awesome. I cannot remember which crafter I saw have these, but so they're plastic, okay? And it has a plastic blade on it. And so it ends up being a scrapey tool. And you can go exclamation Amazon, no space between exclamation and Amazon. And you can find this. It's fairly inexpensive, and they give you they give you 2 of these in a box and a boatload of blades. And they're like wonderful because I'm dangerous with sharp tools. Okay, so I thought, let's see. Oh, before I forget, I want to thank Sybil, and Julie and Carla. I thank you guys. You guys are rock stars when it comes to doing the administration stuff, and I know it's been a little crazy lately, and I appreciate you guys just for hanging in there and pushing through, because like Sib says, you know, the evil one wants to attack us in every turn, and we've got to stand strong and stay true, and God will deliver us through. So, Teresa, you usually do use a dark color under the wax so it'll show. Okay, that's good to know. And Carla, you ordered them online. Oh, the Waverly? Oh, so you can get a better selection. That's a good point. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, and Carla has one. So, okay, so we're going to give this a shot and see. Okay. Oh, it's working. I think I must have gotten enough wax on it. Oh, I'm super excited. I love the way that looks. Here, hold on. That's exactly what I was looking to do. All right. And I get it. The dark would probably show through, but I don't have tons of dark colors as decorations in my living room. And so that's why I was trying to do maybe the white, but it seems to work. Let's see what happens with the yellow. Oh, my finger's stuck in the paint. Yeah, it's working. So I guess that candle is soft enough to leave. Okay, and I got drips all over the place, but so there we go. So now when we put them up on the shelf, this will look really nice. Okay. Whoop, whoop. A win for Cheryl. Okay. All right, so I've got plenty of wax there, so I'm going to shake up my celery and see if I can't grab another paintbrush. Let's see, here we go. These are all the nice, beautiful new paintbrushes my husband bought and gave to me for Christmas in my stocking. He stuffed my stocking with them. Because he sometimes joins my lives if he's available, or he'll listen. He'll listen to my lives afterwards. And I was always complaining about a ratty old paintbrush that I kept because of the fact that I was too cheap to buy new paintbrushes. And he's like, here, now you're not too cheap. So, oh, you received the cans. Fantastic. Good. Enjoy crafting. You'll have to post your pictures, Tasha. And if you want to, so if you have seen some of the crafters today and you aren't following them, go and follow, like and follow them. It helps. And then if you're not watching us from Craft Events by Julie's page or the group, go and watch us from there because that helps in all of the algorithms. Oh, Carla. Trust me, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Marriage is hard. Very hard. Sometimes I don't like putting in the work. Okay. Okay, dokie. Here we go. We're gonna... Ooh, that one. I must have got lots of wax on that one. Oh, you guys, I'm super excited. Look at this one. Look at that. Whoop, whoop. Okay. So I think what I'll do, let's see, how much time do I have? I got a little bit extra time. So I'm going to go kind of paint, I'm going to do the backside and then, paint around the edges so everything looks finished. I'll do the wax again on... And I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody and missing the comments. Sometimes it's hard to, I feel for a lot of the crafters when you're trying to pay attention to the crafts and then, but craft at the same time with the comments coming and flying by. So thank you guys for staying engaged. I appreciate it. You have to watch a tutorial. Oh, you've never done a can, like a smash can? Is that what you're referring to? Or you've never done like the wax thing, the chippy look? Which one are you referring to, Tasha? And by the way, Tasha, if you have a page and you want to start crafting and doing lives, we would love to have you join. Just contact Julie with Craft Events by Julie. And she's on here. you can reach out to her and she'll work it out so you can participate. And if you want a business page and you don't have one, I can help you. I've been through it now, and well, everybody on here can help, but I know that you and I have connected a little bit more so recently. So I am so happy to help you. If that is something that your heart desires, then I am happy to help you. Okay, I am just gonna slap the green on this one. And we are gonna then dry them. I just want to get on the, so I don't like things that don't have finish. So even if I take an extra hot minute to get it done, but I always end up sticking my fingers in it. So, because I'm not graceful at this by any stretch of the imagination, folks. So I am probably one of the most crafty or sloppiest crafters I know. All right. Try to get the green paint on this one. All right. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to stick that one in the water and try to free my fingers. We're on the conversation about the hubbies. Yeah. Hubbies can be great, but they also can be a challenge. As of recently, my hubby, I think, is feeling a little like second fiddle to my crafting, and so I'm gonna have to kind of figure that out and how to balance it so that he doesn't feel neglected, because I love crafting. You don't have a business page yet? Okay. Well, Tasha, if that's the direction you want to go, let me know and I'll be happy to help you. I want to pass it on. I have had Michelle Kaser with Pretty Pieces by Michelle we don't like to call it mentoring because I'm not paying her, but she's given me a little bit of guidance. Sib with Sib Crafty Shack has given me guidance. Julie is happy to help. You know, we're all here to support one another, and I am sure that if that's what you would like to do, we would love to have you. Yes, it's very therapeutic. Not only that, but and I'm sure, Carla, you know this, when we have a stressful day at work, crafting, and just something to look forward to, when, like, at work, I have the opportunity to look forward to, yay, I get to craft with the girls today in a craft event, and so it gives me something to look forward to. Oh, so your husband, Teresa, your husband stopped going to church and started drinking? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. One thing I do, two things I want to share. I heard today about a baby boy, what's his name, that Sid was talking about. Weston was his name. A little baby. I understand, maybe born premature with his brother. He lost his brother, but he is still fighting for his life. My son was born at 29 weeks. Now, granted, he wasn't a twin, but he was born at 29 weeks because I had preeclampsia. Oh, you have an ex-husband, Carla. Well, there's sometimes reason. Carla's husband. Okay, gotcha. That's your ex. Gotcha. Totally get it. I was going to share before I get sidelined. My son was born at 29 weeks. He was born 1 pound, 12 ounces. And he had a big, huge subdural hematoma on his brain. So that's a bleeder. That's a pocket of blood on your brain if you're not medical. And when he was born, he had 3 holes on his heart. His lungs were underdeveloped. And there was, he ended up with a bloodborne, bacterial infection. There was so many things wrong with him. Just through sheer prayers, he was healed. The subdural hematomas disappeared. They healed on their own. They thought they were, so all of these things, they were preparing to have surgery on him, at just a few weeks old. He was in the NICU. We spent all the rest of our time in the NICU. And did I put wax? Okay, I did put wax on these. He spent all the rest of the time that he was there in the NICU. We went through all of the things, but the holes in his heart healed. The subdural hematomas disappeared. The medical staff couldn't understand how this would have happened without surgery on either part. The lungs, they did help a little bit by adding some steroids because they put steroids in his oxygen and that helped him develop his lungs. But, all of those other things were things that God healed because of the fact that he had people praying for him. Our church, we were not deeply connected in our church at that point in time. We had volunteered a little bit, but the church knew of us and they knew we had gone into the hospital. And I guess the whole church was praying for us, and it ended up being, he ended up being a miracle. He, in January 1st, just celebrated his 23rd birthday. So we are super grateful that God saved him, because after all of that, I was told that I should not have any more babies because of the medical condition that I have. I had preeclampsia, but I had some other medical conditions that could cost me my life as well, and they did not recommend that I have any more children. So I did not get to have any more children, but God saved the one that I did have. And so I believe in my whole heart that baby Weston is going to survive. His kidneys are going to heal, and he is going to be their miracle baby. Okay, so I am just finishing up. I don't have like tons of things to dress these owls up, so okay, let's see. It won't take long to get their eyeballs on them and get their eyeballs and their beaks on. Okay. Just gonna finish up. Okay, so yellow is done. Lid on the yellow paint because we will spill if we don't. Yes, the Lord is good and he answers prayers. He wants nothing but to give us prayers. And Sib calls them TED Talks. I'm going to take a page from Sib's book. I'm going to give a little TED Talk. The Lord does not give us the challenges that we receive in life, like cancer or death. That is the evil one. The evil one does that because he is out to steal, kill, and destroy. if you believe in the Lord Almighty, He is going to, even though Satan gives us these challenges in our lives, God is going to make something good come out of it. And so there is Cheryl's version of Sib's TED Talk today. But one of the things that I wanted to share, that the second thing that I wanted to share, besides the fact that my son is now 23 years old and is, yes, Julie, absolutely. Yes, my owls are going to have a face. I'll show you in just a minute. I have googly eyes that I picked up at Walmart with that gift card that I so generously received for Christmas from my mommy and daddy, my parents. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so that one, all right. I'm gonna do the other side here of the yellow one, and we're gonna see if I can get the chippy. Yeah. Oh, looking good. Okay, that chippy gets all over the place though. There you go. So that's that side and that side. So yes, it'll be a matter of, oh yeah, seeing the chippy, unfortunately it gets all over the place, so you might end up kind of intermixing your colors, but that's okay. I'm going to set the candle because I don't need it anymore. I'm going to set it aside. Okay. So I'm going to get the pool color real quick, and I'm going to finish the other side. But the other thing that I was going to mention, Carla, you had mentioned, I guess it was your husband that had the alcohol problem, is something else that has made my life so much better. I came from a kind of a dysfunctional background, and sorry, Mom, but you know this about me. And then my husband also had some challenges in his childhood, and grew up with drugs throughout his life, and he's in full recovery as well. But those of us who are their partners can use recovery as well, because there was a lot of years ago that we got married. 25 years ago we got married, and my husband was not doing any of the crazy things that he had been doing in his youth. And when I met him, he told me all about it, but I didn't understand. I had no idea what it meant to have, a past in some of the addictions and things like that. And because I didn't grow up with any addictions. I grew up with a dysfunctional family, of course, but who doesn't? There's a lot of dysfunction, even because when we were growing up, we didn't know that it was dysfunctional. It was life, and that's just kind of what you do, right? So I ended up marrying my husband, and we went through the first 20 years of our marriage in a very contentious, we were fighting all the time. It was horrible. I felt like I was walking on eggshells, but he had what we call he's like what they call a dry drunk. And so the behaviors were still there. Okay. Oh, and it looks like we got a little bit of yellow in that, but that's okay. It turned out really nice. Okay, so let me paint the blue around the sides real quick. And then we're going to start putting faces on them and giving them little bow ties. So I pulled out some ribbon and some fabric to give them a little bow tie or some clothing or something. Okay. Gonna finish the, whoops, there, stuck my finger in a spot that was just a little wet. Like I said, I am the messiest crafter I know. Okay. I'm gonna dry these ends and then I'll switch it around, paint the other side, and then we'll be good to go. And we'll put faces on these puppies. Sorry, I keep hitting the off button. So we are in Craft Events by Julie today, and the title of the event is Woodland Creatures. And I want to thank Julie with Wood Kits and More, Julie's Wood Kits and More. I want to thank Carla with Carla's Bayou Creations and Sybil with Sib's Crafty Shack for being the hostesses with the mostesses. And we had a big, long event of crafters today. We had Ralph with Wreck-It Ralph Crafting. We had Linda with Perlin Creations by Linda Johnson. We had then Sybil with Sib's Crafty Shack. Right after her was Michelle with Pretty Pieces by Michelle. And then we had Julie with Wood Kits by Julie and More. And then I lost my place. We had Cindy with Cindy's Craft Sensations. And after Cindy, we had Pauline with PS Creations and Crafts. Then it's me. Then we have Carla, who will be up right after me with Carla's Bayou Creations. And then we'll have Teresa with Teresa L Creations. And then pulling up the rear tonight will be Kathy with CC Reed Designs. And we appreciate Kathy in joining today's crafting event. So if you aren't already a part of the Craft Events by Julie, it's a free group. You can join. We are being streamed there, so you can watch us, all of the crafters there. And we are being streamed in the Crafting Creative Treasures group as well. So you can find us both places. Oh, well, I'm going to paint the nose, but I don't do eyeballs so well. And I am, yeah, let's just leave it at that. I don't do eyeballs so well. That's going to require some practice. And I know that we have a lot of very, very skillful painters in the crafting community. So I'm going to have to go and find one of their lives and just kind of watch and see. I am going to paint the little beak though, just so you know, not to disappoint. So you're going to get half and half. We're going to get the googly eyes. I'll show you in just a second here. So I bought this little box of different size googly eyes. And so we're going to do googly eyes today. I'm going to do the beak because the beak is like just a triangle. I don't have like little wood pieces, so I'm going to do that, but we're going to, and then on the, I don't have to, I mean, on the paper, they have little stars. I don't know if you can see them, like on the, like here on the green one. And I don't know if I'll do that or not. I mean, I pulled out some wooden stars. I don't necessarily want to make them exactly like what is on the paper, but so let me see what size googly eyes we want to use. Oh, those are probably a good size. And eeny, meeny, miny, mo, what glue will I use? I'll pull out my Beacon 3-in-1. Oh, I'm going to put the other paintbrush in the water so that I don't. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, a dab of glue. And we're going to glue down some googly eyes, and then I have the orange paint out, so I am going to paint the beak. If I can do a nose, I can. The nose is a triangle. I appreciate your faith in me, Teresa, but yeah. I do not have that kind of faith in myself in painting face. So far, we got the eyes. And I really just, the Google eyes just give it some character. Okay, so we're going to glue. Well, hello, Michelle. Your internet was out? That's why you were having so many problems. Aha. Well, I'm glad that you were able to at least join partially through. You got 15 minutes with me. I love you, sister. I was telling them that I was pulling a Michelle Kaser today because I went in to the Pinterest and did some searches on different kind of animals that I could do. And I found this from Pinterest. It didn't have an artist's name on it, but I thought that was super, super cute. And so let me get the eyes on this last guy. And we'll start working on a beak. I think I didn't finish telling you, but working a recovery program. Actually, I work two now. I work kind of a well-known one that is probably in everybody's area. And then I attend another one called Celebrate Recovery. And Celebrate Recovery gives me the tools that I need to be able to live life with love and acceptance of behaviors, even if behaviors happen. So here we are. Here's our owls so far. And now I've got to find a small paintbrush. I think this will work. Dip it into some water first so I can. All right, so I have Pumpkin by Waverly Chalk. And so I am going to make the nose, the beak kind of thing with the pumpkin. And I think I'm going to I'm just going to paint it on. I'll have to practice doing eyes before I can be confident enough to do eyes on a live. Okay, then we're just going to put these beaks on these babies. All right. I got Papa Owl, Mama Owl, and Baby Owl. Okay, there's the Papa Owl. Let's see if I can hold them up. The Mama Owl and the Baby Owl. Okay, hold on. They're not done yet. Oh, I do need to, let me dry the noses real quick. because we're getting close to the end. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. Yeah, I am liking that pumpkin color too. I am so far have not been disappointed with the Waverly chalk paint colors. This is the first time I'm using them and I am liking them. Okay. All right, so I have a few here. Let me get this out of the way because something else. So while we're doing this, I want to give enough time. So while we are working on dressing them up, please send me, we have a few prayer requests, but send me your prayer requests because here in the few minutes before we close, I'll pray for everyone. And we have Baby Weston on the list, and we have Lisa Mary, who is one of our crafting friends who, I guess, ended up heading back to the hospital. She has an infection, and it seems to be pretty serious. So we're going to pray for her as well. I made a note of Janet. We have Janet, and her sinuses are acting up. So we're going to... All right, so we're going to pray for Janet and her sinuses. Is there anybody else? Hi, Kathy. It's good to see you. I am having a wonderful day. How is your day going? Okay, just got to cut a few strings off here. I'm thinking, okay, trying to find some, oh wait, let's see. Oh, maybe I'm trying to color coordinate here, and let's see what we can do. I guess the black and white check. I don't remember. This came off of a cutting of something. I don't know. It looks like something Michelle Kaser probably sent me. Okay, so let's see here. Because kind of, so I'm not going to tie them in a bow, but what I do want to do is tie them tight enough so that they're, oh, maybe like that. There, I'll probably have to cut the long one. Let me cut the long one real quick. It's almost like a scarf. A little scarf on her. Okay, let's see. What do I have? Let's see. Will this look okay? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I think it'll look okay. Okay, we're going to give him... I don't know how to tie a neck. Well, I do know how to tie a necktie, but not with the... on a man, I can do it. Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's the Mr. FB that has kind of messed things up. So we appreciate you wanting to be a part of our group today and the event. I know Mr. FB really messes some things up. He's been messing with us for a little bit, but it's okay because God's going to prevail. Okay. All right, so I got the Mr. and the Mrs. done together. And let's see. Maybe it's instead of a boy, it's a girl, because I have a ribbon here. Let's try and see. This will be the first time, folks, I've managed to complete a craft. Well, hi, Cindy. Welcome in. Thank you. I appreciate that. I did not come up with this on my own. I did the... I gotta dig through Pinterest. I don't have any ideas kind of thing. And so that's kind of what I ended up doing. As I went through Pinterest and I found this example. They didn't have an artist or a crafter's name on it, but man, that crafter, whoever came up with that, was just sure cute idea. So let me see. I may have to kind of use a little bit of glue and tack. Well, no, it seems to be. There we go. We ended up changing that to from a boy to a girl. Because I had the ribbon and it matched. The other colors didn't seem to. So here we go. We have the owl family. There. And they're going to be cute little shelf sitters. And the chippy on them really turned out good. I was super excited. With the chippy. That really turned out well. All right. Do we have any other? Yes, it was a Pinterest-inspired craft today. Oh, you know what? I did pop out some flowers. Let's see. We have a few minutes. Let me, and if you are just tuning in, we are in an event by Craft Events by Julie. We have 3 marvelous hostesses. Julie with, Julie's Wood Kits and More. We have, Sybil with Sib's Crafty Shack and Carla with Carla's Bayou Creations. So I did. Maybe I pulled out some of these, I don't know, Sensational Blossoms. It came in like a box of scrapbooking stuff, and it was just some flower, like ephemera type of things. And so I don't know. Let's see if one of these blue or these little flowers will look cute on. And then I can put I don't have, let's see, do I have a button? Oh, I do have a button, right? Ooh, let's do that. I'm liking that. Okay, so we're going to finish decorating her. Do we have any, prayer requests that have come in? I know that we have Weston and we have Lisa Mary that need our prayers. Janet needs our prayers. Does anybody else need our prayers? I know that there's, I think Sib had a whole long list of people, but I couldn't catch them fast enough. So after me is Carla with Carla's Bayou Creations. And then after her is Teresa L. Creations with Teresa. So catch both of those. And then pulling up the end today is Kathy with CC Redesigns. So make sure you tune in to Craft Events by Julie to catch all of the rest of the crafters live today. And I'm going to put a little button in the center of that flower. And then we will pray and close out. And then you can go watch Carla. She's probably left to go get ready. Stick the button in the center. Okay, there we go. I just kind of gave her a little hair piece in her. There we go. This is the little owl family we created today. And so we're going to close by saying prayer real quick. So if you'll bow your heads and pray with me. Oh, dear Lord, we thank you for the opportunity to be able to come together. We thank you for the opportunity to speak truth and speak about you and share your love and joy with everyone else who is able to tune in to our crafting sessions and this craft event this evening or today, Lord. And we just ask that you bless each and every one who is tuning into these crafting events, as everyone needs to have blessings poured upon their lives, Lord. And we just ask for some special care and blessings to a baby named Weston. Baby Weston is needing some special attention on his kidneys, Lord. And we just ask that you lay your healing hands with divine healing upon his body to heal those kidneys, so that he can go home and spend time with his mama and his papa, Lord. And we just ask that you use this little boy in his life, if you choose to save him, that he is yours. He's yours throughout the rest of his life, Lord. And we ask a special care and blessing upon Lisa Mary, Lord, as she is back in the hospital, Lord. And we just are asking your healing hands to be placed upon her, so that you can remove whatever virus, whatever bacterial infection is pulsing through her body, and that it just disappears and she becomes one of those miracles where modern medicine can't figure out why or how, Lord. And we just ask that you bless Janet today, and we ask that you lay your healing hands on Janet's sinuses, as she needs to have those cleared up so that she can feel better, be in tip-top shape, and be great for her family, and great for the crafting community, Lord. And we just ask that you bless this time with each of us, Lord, and that you continue your blessings throughout the rest of the day. In your name we pray. Amen. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Now go over and refresh your screen for Craft Events by Julie to catch Carla at Carla's Bayou Creations. Thank you.